Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell you something. This weekend, this Cinco de Mayo weekend, man, words can't even describe what's about to take place, man. The card's insane. Now, in case y'all didn't know, this is what you're looking at. The headline is Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez. Now, we all know whenever Benavidez fights, you're going to get fireworks, right? There's a good chance of somebody dying in the ring because Benavidez is what you call maximum violence. You got Munguía against Benavidez. This is another one of those great fights. Munguía, he can't lose. If he loses, he's done. Benavidez can fight. The longer the fight goes, the worse it is for Munguía. I'm kind of favoring Benavidez in this fight. I'm not gonna lie. Then you got Duarte and Fierro. I don't know who wins that fight. I want to favor Duarte, but I don't know who wins. Fierro is a problem, but so is Duarte. Like, that's a true 50-50 matchup, man. Then Lucero and Flores, Chavez, Sanchez, Blanca, Salomon, Carrillo, and Delgado, and Capetillo, and Caraballo, man. I'm telling you, this isn't even about just the Mexican fans. This right here is just about boxing fans. If you're someone who doesn't like seeing somebody move around the ring a lot and box and try to be slick and make you miss and make you pay and all that, well, this is what you want. You want to see guys get in there and go for the ultimate mashup, crash up, and just fight until somebody quits and says no mas. This is what you want right here. An amazing, amazing lineup, man. But that being said, let's try to understand what we got going on here. Okay, first and foremost, let's just talk about Benavidez and Zurdo, the main event. There's not really much to say about Benavidez. He brings relentless pressure. He has an elite punch system and punch volume. Strong combinations, especially upstairs and downstairs, the way he transitions. And the thing is, his hands are extremely, extremely fast. And he manages to generate power on every shot he throws. He doesn't throw shots to tickle, coochie coo, to chicken peck. Everything he throws is to destroy you and break you down. Now, he's going up against Zurdo, but this is where Zurdo's going to have a problem because Benavidez has speed. For his size, his hand speed is ridiculous. He's got power. And it's not just the one punch that he carries, even though he has that, it's accumulative. He breaks opponents down round after round. And he's able to do that not just with the speed and power, but the high IQ. And his ability to cut that ring off extremely well. Now, Zurdo's going to try to move around. I just think he's only going to be able to do that for so many rounds before Benavidez really starts catching up to him. And the other thing is Zurdo may land some shots on Benavidez, but Benavidez has a proven chin. He's very durable. It's just, these are one of those things, like, you already know what you're getting with Benavidez. Like, you don't come to see a David Benavidez fight and expect to see somebody get knocked out within 10 seconds. No, you come there with your popcorn and you get ready to watch somebody get massacred until they can't take it or they quit or the referee stops it. I mean, he just has those strengths, nonstop pressure. He has superb conditioning, the ability to overwhelm. But if I were to say he had any weaknesses, he can be hit clean. His defense is solid, but it's not elite. And Zurdo's a big boy. If Zurdo can land something clean, it'd be interesting to see if Zurdo can hurt Benavidez. But again, Benavidez does have a chin and he's durable, but he can be hit. But there are going to be some opportunities because Zurdo, with the pace that Benavidez is going to push, I can see Zurdo breaking down late in the fight. So if Benavidez can go to that body and slow him down, I just think the longer the fight goes, the worse it gets for Zurdo, and inevitably he'll be stopped. But if I can say there's a threat that Zurdo brings to the ring, it's just his size. Southpaw angles. That creates a very interesting dynamic. And I want to see how Benavidez is going to handle that. Now, when it comes to Zurdo, what does he bring since I'm talking so much about Benavidez? Look, he's got the natural size advantage. Southpaw versatility. He's calm, he's patient, and he approaches all of his fights like an open heart surgery. You know, he's not going to rush through anything. He has to be calculated. He's got to get the job done. Now, he has speed. Decent, not explosive, but he has speed. The power is respectable. Not one punch KO, but he's not the kind of guy who is going to just see his punches accumulate round after round and start to break somebody down. He's not like that. But his power is there. IQ, he's more composed, again, methodical, again, like an open heart surgeon. Know he has a job to do, not trying to rush it, but also knows he can't just sit there and think he can be performing his surgery for 2, 3, 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to get in there, take your time, but you still, have to get it done in a responsible time frame. Now, if he can come in there with that approach, he may have some success. But this is the problem. His chin, solid but untested. I mean, Benavidez is going to bring that pressure. What happens to Zurdo's chin? So, to me, Zurdo's going to be working against the clock to, again, perform like an open heart surgeon, but he can't afford for Benavidez to catch up to him while he's in there trying to get to work. Now, as far as strengths, I think his size, like I mentioned, he got ring control, southpaw stance, but his output is slow, much slower than Benavidez. He just can't help but feel Benavidez is going to catch up to him. He can be outworked. Benavidez throws more punches, and he doesn't slow down. So that's a weakness of Zurdo. But he's going to have some opportunities to box at range, slow the pace down, try to frustrate Benavidez. It's just a matter of how long can he sustain that. But the problem is a real threat of him getting overwhelmed by David Benavidez. So if I had to predict a winner, I got Benavidez by late TKO or wide decision. But I think he TKOs Zurdo. I just think the pressure, the volume, I think is likely too much. And remember, Benavidez, he's mean as hell. Like, no kidding, Benavidez will kill you in that ring, man. And I'm not saying that for the shock value. No, he'll kill you. I'm not saying he comes in there wanting to kill you, but that's just how he fights. Like, you get hurt, he gonna keep beating you, man. Referee don't jump in, he gonna keep beating you. He's not gonna look to the referee to stop it. He doesn't care. He'll stop beating you once you stop moving. So I just think this is a great matchup, but I think Benavidez wins. I think that's an easy prediction. Now, the co-main is a kind of toss-up, but I got Resendez winning. You got Munguía. He's aggressive, high output, improved his defense recently. Still not quite sure why he ended up going over there to Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. As soon as he goes over there, he pops dirty for pets. That just makes Munguía look all bad. He was looking like a monster. I used to call him an alien, man, because he come in the ring and he just was getting in and destroy people. Then for him to test positive for pets, I'm like, come on, Munguía. What are you doing? Anyway, he's fighting Resendez, man. Tough, durable, limited at the elite level, but he picks up the pace down the stretch. Resendez is a threat, man. And that's what makes this fight so interesting. But who wins the fight? I don't know. If Munguía can capture lightning in a bottle and do what we know he's capable of doing, he could have too much firepower and experience and too many shots. He has a high volume of punches that he lets go too. But it could be Munguía, down the road by stoppage, but I just have a feeling Munguía is not the same fighter. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he is. But I'm going to tell you, I think Resendez beats Munguía. I just think he's too tough, durable, and after round 6, I think he starts to pick it up in Munguía. You're going to see him on the back foot. Whoever gets put on the back foot is going to be in trouble in this fight. And I think it's going to be Munguía. I think it is. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hey, that's what makes it fun, throwing out the predictions. Then you got Duarte and Fierro. Oscar Duarte and Angel Fierro. What you got is a war on your hands here, people. This is one of those things like, don't even get up to it like me. I'll go get my cup of coffee. Don't go get a coffee. Don't go get something to eat. And if you a guy, don't even go out there and rub it up with your lady and shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's tempting and shit. You don't want to miss this fight. Someone gonna get knocked out. I'm telling you. Duarte and Fierro, them guys ain't backing up. The more you hit them, the more you hurt them, the more you back them up, the more they slam their gloves together, man, and shout out, Viva Mexico Cabrones. and they start to fight again. Them dudes, heavy hands from Duarte, direct, aggressive. Fierro, pressure fighter, man, durable, throws volume. He can hurt you with the volume of shots that he throws. I mean, this is going to be, it's going to be chaos in there. But if I had to pick somebody, I mean, although I see this as 50-50, I'm going to go with Duarte by KO in a firefight. That's just me. Then you got Lucero against Flores. You know, I really don't know what direction to go with this. But what I'll say is, I think both of these guys, it's like a development fight, you know. I think they're both still trying to prove themselves. They're not elite. Again, they're still developing, still growing, still trying to figure out, you know, themselves and get their confidence. But this is a step in the right direction. But if I had to pick somebody, look, I don't know. I'll just probably say Lucero, slight edge to Lucero for decision. I just think he's able to up it a little bit more than Flores. But again, to me, they're both still kind of developing, trying to prove themselves. But I would probably go with Lucero. Then you got Chavez versus Sanchez. Chavez is more technical, has a balanced approach to fighting. Sanchez, aggressive, come forward. If Chavez ends up getting put on the back foot, I don't know how well he can fight off the back foot with counterpunching, etc. But the thing is for him to keep turning Sanchez and use that aggression against him coming forward, probably be leaning forward a little bit, maybe an opportunity to land an uppercut. But if I had to go with a prediction, I don't know, man. I just like Chavez, his technical approach and how balanced he is and his boxing ability. I think he outboxes Sanchez. Sanchez may have some moments, but I think he gets a decision. Chavez by decision. Then Blancas and Solomon. Look, another one of those even matchups. Shit could go either way. I'm not even trying to break down these guys. I just think they have a lot to prove still. But I got Blancas by close decision. I just think he's going to be able to up it and going to have a better conditioning and down the stretch. You see him win. Unless Solomon can land something and knock him out, I think Blancas gets the decision. Now, Correa and Delgado. Correa, bottom line, he just has a cleaner technique. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to allow Delgado, who's tough, gritty, dirty. He's not going to get in there and allow Delgado to get off all those shots on him. He's just not going to let that happen. He's going to get in there, man, and he's going to be cleaner shots, make Delgado miss, make him pay. And as far as the judges, the scoring is going to be pretty damn easy because you're going to see the guy who's landing the cleaner shots and who has the, I think what's it called? Not the ring generalship, but the effective aggression. You're going to see everything is going to be Carrillo. But it's not going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be one of those fights where maybe you go out there and make your coffee, get your water. If you're a guy, you go rub it up your honey because Carrillo's going to get the decision. Now, Capetillo and Caraballo. Supposed to be the opening fight. High energy, less polished guys, something you're not going to want to miss. They're trying to set the tone for the whole night. I think I think Capetillo gets the knockout. But it's going to be fireworks. It's not good. The crowd's going to be thin, but it's going to be one of those fights where people are going to want to miss. This may be I ain't going to say it's going to be the fight of the night because I think Munguía and Resendez could be in Benavidez and Zurdo and Duarte and Fierro, but this is going to be right up there. So the bottom line, man, with this fight card, I mean, I wonder why. I mean, I know why they went this direction, you know, Cinco de Mayo weekend and shit, but I just think the card delivers Mexican-style action fights, pressure versus pressure matchups, and I think high KO potentials in every single fight. Some decision, but I think you're going to see guys getting here, especially with the crowd. The influence of the crowd and people out there are animated, got the drinking the damn beers, and it's going to be all hell breaking loose out there in the crowd, and the fighters are going to feed off their energy. So, you know, everybody may get knocked out, but it's going to be a high potential. But if you ask me, I'm going to be watching Benavidez pace against Zurdo's size. I want to see how that plays out. I want to see Munguia's continued development, if he's able to still, again, capture that lightning in a bottle like he's always done in fights, or if him testing positive for the PEDs and being with Reynoso and under pressure to perform, if that's going to affect Munguía. But it's funny, you watch Munguía and it's like, yo, there's still continued development there. Still continued development, man. But I got Resendez winning that fight. That's just me. And Duarte and Fierro, yo, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. As much as I'm excited about Benavidez and Zurdo, Duarte and Fierro is fight of the night candidate. I'm just being honest with you. That Duarte Fierro, I'm about to do a video about that right now. You do not want to miss that at all. So my final thought, it's a fan-friendly card, man. And it's built on action, pressure, violence. And it's built on that Mexican Cinco de Mayo weekend, man. Weekend for the Mexicans. Viva Mexico Cabrones. And you can expect to hear the Mexican horns going off. And I'll be tuning in, man. Just watch what's going to happen. That main event, she's going to reshape the division because that means Benavidez will have 2 belts at cruiserweight. What's crazy is he's talking about coming down to 175 after this and fight Bivol for undisputed. So I don't even know if Benavidez is going to hold on to those titles. But I guess we'll see, right? Anyway, this card is insane, man. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.